Hello class, your favorite lecturer Dr. Barnes here. Let's take a look at these signals and then let us find their initial values. Okay, so here we're going to use the initial value theorem. And what is the initial value theorem? Okay, so the initial value theorem actually says that x of what? 0 is equals to what? X of what? S. Okay, as what? Limit s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, so this is the initial value what? Theorem. So this is the theorem that we're going to actually adopt to solve these questions. Okay, so this is how it is like. And if you want the final value theorem, the final value theorem is that x of what? Infinity is equals to what? Limit as s approaches what? 0. Okay, x of what? S. So this one is what? Initial value theorem. And this one is what? Final value theorem. Okay, so in this example, we are going to use this one. Okay, in this set of questions, we're going to use this one. So basically, we're going to solve this set of questions. So let's begin the action. I hope you can see, okay, my marker has actually finished, so I have to do with a pen. Okay, so let's get into this. So now, in the first one, we have A. Okay, A is actually equals to what? We have x of what? T to be equals to what? 4 minus 2e. Okay, 4 minus 2e into what? 3 what? 3t. Okay, 4 minus 3 into 3t. So this is the signal that we have. So for the initial value theorem, this is we're going to do it in the time domain, and then from the time domain, we will do it in the what? The frequency or the S domain. Okay. As for the time domain, what we're going to do is that we're just going to put 0 here. Okay, for the time domain, we're going to just put t is equals to what? Time domain. Okay, so for time domain, okay, t is equals to what? 0. So then in that case, if t is what? 0, then here you have what? 4 minus 2e 3 what? 0, which is equals to 4 minus 2e exponent what? 0, which is equals to what? 4 minus what? 2, which is equals to what? 2. Alright, so for the time domain, we will get what? 2. Okay, we will get 2. Then let's go to the S domain or the frequency domain. So in the S domain, I'll have what? X of what? 0 is equals to what? Limit as S approaches what? Infinity. X of what? S. So now, if I have this one, then what I can say is that this one is actually equals to what? It's actually equals to what? Limit. Limit as S approaches what? Infinity. What? I have S and then S, X of S. What is X of S? X of S. What is the Fourier transform for 4? The Fourier transform for 1 is what? 1 over S. So for 4 is what? 4 over S. What is the Fourier transform for minus 2 into e 3t? Okay, this one is going to what? 2 over what? S minus 3. Okay, so 2 over what? So it's going to, this minus must come. So 2 over what? S minus what? 3. Okay, so that is the Fourier transform. And this S here, that is what I have brought here. Okay, so this limit, this function, this is how you can actually write it for this equation. Okay, so now if I have it this way, then what I can do again is now I can just multiply through. Okay, I can just multiply through. So now if I should multiply through, I'm going to have limit as S, okay, approaches what? Infinity. Okay, limit as S approach what? Infinity. So I have what? S into what? Into 4s minus 12. Here is 12. Minus 12, okay, minus what? 2s, okay, over what? Over s into s minus what? 3. Okay, this is what I'm going to have. Okay, so this one, what you can say is that here becomes what? 2s. Okay, and here becomes what? 12. So I'll have what? Limit as s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, I'll have s out. I'll have what? 2s minus what? 12. Okay, 2s minus 12 over what? Over s into what? S minus what? 3. Okay, so basically this is what I'm going to have. Okay, so now here let me just turn over and then continue. Okay, so here what I'm actually going to do again is that I can have here what I have was what? Limit as s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, and then I have what? S out 2s minus what? 12 over what? S out s minus what? 3. Okay, s minus 3. So this is what I had. Okay, so now here if I should actually multiply through, I can have what? Is equals to what? 2s squared minus what? 12s. Okay, over what? 2s squared minus what? 12s over 12s. Okay, into what? Into s squared minus what? 3s. Okay, so this is what I'm actually going to what? Have. So now if we should divide through by s squared, okay, then I'm going to have 2 minus 12 on s, okay, and then I'm going to have what? 1 minus 3 on s. Okay, so now limit as s approaches what? Infinity. What am I going to have? Okay, so now limit as s approach what? Infinity. In this particular sense, I'm going to have, if here is infinity, then here will become what? 0. If here is infinity, here will become what? 0. So I'll have what? 2 over what? 1, which is equals to what? 2. So now you can see that in the time domain, I got what? 2. Okay, I got 2 in the time domain. Then in the s of frequency domain, I also got what? 2. Okay, so my answer is very correct. Okay, it's very correct. Now let's continue from here. So the next one that we have, okay, is II. Okay, II, which is what? Or I think it's B. We said B. Okay, which is x of what? T is equals to 3e, okay, minus s what? T, okay, minus st. So now the first thing is what? Let's do this one in the time domain before. In the time domain, x of what? 0 is equals to what? 3e minus what? S into what? 0, which is equals to 3 e exponent 0, which is equals to what? Which will give us 3. Okay, which is supposed to actually give us what? 3 in the what? Time domain. In the time domain. Okay, now let's do for the what? S domain. In the S domain, I'm supposed to have x of what? S of 0 is equals to limit as s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, s of what? X of s. Okay, like this one. Okay, so how will this one be? So this one will be what? Equals to x of 0 is equals to what? 3. Okay, it's going to be equals to 3. Sorry, please. Here is 5. It's 5. It's 5. Okay, it's 5. Okay, so here B, okay, it's 5, sorry, it's 5. Okay, so place, so it's 5. So if you put 5 here, so let me put 5 here. If I put 5 here and here is 0, still it will what? 3e exponent 0 to 3e exponent 0, which is what? 3. So it doesn't change anything, it's the same thing. So here it's going to be what? 3 over what? S plus what? 5. Okay, into what? Into what? S. Okay, into S. Okay, so now here I have to take the limit. So now limit as S approaches what? Infinity. Okay, of what? 3S over what? S plus what? 5. Okay, 3S over what? S plus 5. So now let me divide through by what? S. If I divide through by S, I'm going to have x of 0 is equals to what? Limit as S approaches what? Infinity. So I'll have, if I divide through by S, if I divide it through by S, I'll have what? 3 over what? 3 over 1 plus what? 5 over what? S. Okay, so this is what I'll have. And then if I should introduce my limit into this one, here, if I put infinity here, this place will become 0. Then I'll have what? 3 over 1, which is equals to what? 3. So my answer in the time domain and the frequency and the S domain are both what? The same. Okay, they are both the same, so we can just move on. Okay, so now let's go to the next question. What is the next question? So D, x of what? S is equals to what? 4 over what? S squared plus 3s minus what? 5. Okay, minus 5. Okay, so now this one, we are giving, it's given to us in the what? S domain. It's given to us in the S domain. So we can just use our S domain approach to just find it. Okay, so now here, x of what? 0 is equals to what? Limit. S, x, okay, of what? S. As S approaches what? Infinity. Okay, so this should actually be equals to what? 4s over what? S squared plus what? 3s minus what? Minus 5. Okay, minus 5. Okay, please, let me put my limit here. Okay, let me put my limit here. Okay, so here is my limit. Okay, here is my limit. As S approaches what? Infinity. So that is what? My limit. Okay, so as S approach what? Infinity. Okay, so now if I have my limits there, let me just go carry on with it. Okay, so now if I have my limits there, then what I have that x of what? 0 is equals to what? Limit as S approaches what? Infinity. Okay, 4s, okay, over what? Over S squared plus what? 3s minus what? 5. Okay, so this is the equation. So now divide through by S. No, divide through by what? S squared, because the highest power there. If you divide through by S squared, you get what? X of 0 is equals to what? X of 0 is equals to what? Limit as S approaches what? Infinity. You are going to get what? Here, 4 on what? S. I'm dividing through by S squared. And here you're going to get what? 1 plus what? 3 on what? S. You're going to get what? Minus 5 on what? S squared. Now put infinity into this one. If you put infinity here, the whole of this place becomes 0. Here becomes 0. Here becomes 0. You actually get what? 0. Okay, if you put infinity inside. Now let's go to the last question of this session, which is what? D. I think the last one should have been C. Did I write D there? Okay, it should have been C. Sorry. Please, this one, it should have been C. It's C. Alright, so C. So now here, the next one is what? D. What is D? It's what? X of what? S is equals to what? 3s plus what? 12. No, sorry, please. 3s plus what? 2. Okay, over what? Here, 3s plus 2. Over what? S out, S squared plus what? S squared plus 3s, okay, plus what? 2. Okay, so this is what we have here. Okay, so that is what we have there. Okay, so now if we have that one there, then here, I know that the initial value theorem, x of 0 is equals to what? Limit as s approach infinity. So x of what? S. Okay, as s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, so here x of what? 0 is equals to here limit as s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, so I'm going to get what? I'm going to multiply through by what? S. So there 3s plus what? 2 over what? S squared plus what? 3s plus what? 2. Okay, so now if you actually do this one, then what you're going to get is that, sorry. Please, here, there's another s here. There's s here. So now if this s should even cancel this s out, okay, then what am I going to get? I'm going to have x of what? 0 is equals to what? Limit as s approaches what? Infinity. I'm going to have 3s plus what? 2 over what? Over s squared plus what? 3s plus what? 2. Okay, now let me divide through by s squared. So if I divide through by s squared, I'm going to get what? Limit as s approaches what? Infinity. Okay, here it will be what? 3 on what? S plus what? 2 on what? 2 on what? S squared. Okay, all over what? 1 plus 3 on what? S plus 2 on what? S squared. This is what I'm actually going to get. Okay, so now if I should put infinity into this one, if I put infinity here, it will be 0. Infinity here, it will be 0. Here, it will be 0. Here, it will be 0. So 0 over 1 is what? 0. So now here, x of here, 0 is what? 0. So that will be the end of this particular session. Thank you so much and see you in my next class.